What's going down, guys? TK Pryor coming at you with another chance, hopefully to expand some consciousness, get you to think about some things that you haven't thought about before. You know, every time I talk about cryptocurrency, I run into people who don't have the mental capacity to understand it. So I might as well be speaking French to someone who speaks a different language, because no one gets it. It's like, all I know is cash. I know I take this paper and then I spend it. And you don't even understand cash. You don't understand that cash loses value, that it's restrictive in nature, that it's the indebtedness behind cash that creates the slavery that sort of strangleholds your life. So, okay, look, people don't understand how a microwave works, but they still get hot food. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't need to understand cryptocurrency in order to participate in it. You know, at some point, you should just step into a higher form of money, utilize something that will remove all of the financial chains that's in your life, because there are no restrictions within cryptocurrency. If you want to send 20 cents or 20,000, you can, whether it's to your friend next door or to your relative on the other side of the planet. So the capital controls, permission, restrictions, and oh, I'm gonna call the police on you, they don't exist. And that's the thing that I try to convey to people, is that you open the door to opportunity when you step into decentralized forms of currency. So accumulate cryptocurrency, accumulate gold currency, and then you don't have to chase money. Money comes to you just for participating, because it's the nature of the system. Everybody out here within this restrictive slavery-based system, chasing paper, trying to find ways to be more competitive than the person to the next or to the right. It's not necessary in the world of internet money. It's not necessary in what's known as alternative currency, because your innovation is what allows you to create more money. Your ability to offer value to the public space is what allows you to get cryptocurrency or gold currency. So that removes the restriction of manipulation from a few rich people at the top, and opens the door to innovation from anyone that has something of value to offer to the marketplace. True supply and demand based on what you present, as opposed to manipulated control based on a monopoly and a slavery-based limited access system. So why would you hold on to the slave chains? Is Stockholm Syndrome that powerful that you refuse to step into something that is going to allow you to create more things? You want abundance. You're willing to kill people for paper money, but you're not willing to step into free abundance that comes with non-restrictive, decentralized forms of currency. So think about freeing yourself. Think about opening the door. Think about converting fiat money to alternative currency. It's a simple process. You take that paper that you worship as God and you turn it into gold currency, or you turn it into cryptocurrency. You store that in a digital wallet instead of a physical wallet, and then you send it the same way you send an email when you want to pay for something, or if you have the application on your phone, you swipe your phone, and that's the end of that. So you're turning down something that will financially empower you and give you more options, give you more freedom. And you're holding to the restrictive system of paper money that you don't own, manage, or control, right? The government owns, the government manages, the banks control. And you wonder why you can't seem to vie for space within that system. It wasn't designed that way. It's manipulated and controlled by a very few small people at the top. So why would you continue to stay in that system when all you have to do is convert money from one form to another form? A lot of retailers, in terms of people spending money instead of saving it, a lot of retailers give discounts when you use cryptocurrency. So not only do you have a higher purchasing power, meaning a higher form of money, you also get a discount. You also lose the restrictions, the permissions, the control factors, the access issues. Anybody with one form of money can convert to another. And guess what? I'm trying to go 100% cryptocurrency, 100% alternative currency, because at any given moment I can convert back to paper. So if I need some paper, all I have to do is say, okay, let me convert 3 Bitcoins into fiat currency, because right now I'm in so-and-so country and I need some paper money. You have that option. Again, unlimited financial freedom comes to you when you make this decision. So I don't expect you to understand it. I just want you to realize the benefits that come from it. And then I just want people to utilize this form of money so that they are no longer enslaved financially by the system of fiat money. Everything that belongs to Caesar must be rendered back to Caesar. So why not become your own bank? Yes, through alternative currency, you become your own bank. Why? Because you own, manage, and control the monetary money that comes into your wallet. There's no middleman. It's just your money, your wallet. So you become your own bank. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, God help you, and just crash with the dollar. Honestly, that's what's going to happen no matter what. Because no matter how many videos I make, no matter how many ways I explain the benefits behind cryptocurrency and gold currency, you probably still will scroll past this video and not pay attention and keep paper money. So 90% of America will die with the dollar. Oh, I don't believe the dollar is going to crash. I don't think that's possible. America's the strongest country in the world. There will never be repercussions to spending 19, almost $20 trillion in the red. Yeah, all we have to do is print more money. So God knows that we'll never find a repercussion to printing, right? You know, our printing press will never be turned off. So we'll never have our eggs come home to roost in terms of being insolvent and not being able to pay our bills with physical assets. We pay our bills with credit, and we generate money out of thin air with credit. So there's nothing repercussionary about a system that invents money out of thin air, that has no real intrinsic value, that can't pay if it had to rely on tangible. There's no repercussions to that. Everybody believes that we can just go on forever printing money, right? Well, no one's paying attention to the global economy factors that are preventing, or I should say that are changing, America's ability to print money. If Saudi Arabia falls, then there goes the Petro agreement. And for you idiots out there that don't understand that the Petro agreement is the commission that America makes every time somebody in the world buys oil. So, okay, I guess you're going to take the same attitude about, oh, the house of Saud will never fall. Well, I'm going to let you know, I live and work in Kuwait, and the house of Saud is being challenged, undermined, and may fall. Okay, the next issue, in terms of what allows America to print money, and that's being challenged, our world reserve currency status. Oh, yes, we are the world reserve currency. So we make a commission every time somebody makes a deal, trade-wise, because they have to transfer into US dollars before they settle in local currency. But how many countries are stepping away from that? How many investment banks and new development banks have been created to circumvent the dollar, especially in trade deals? But you ain't paying attention to that because, what is it, American Idol's on tonight? That's more important. In other words, there are things going on in the world outside of your 4 blocks of hell, debt-controlled slavery, that challenge what allows America to print money. So if the Petro agreement goes away, and so does our world reserve currency status, then guess what? The printing press instantly gets turned off, and we become like every other country in the world who has to have a successful GDP in order, or a successful surplus in order to justify the amount our money is valued at. So what I suggest to the TV-loving, fast food eating, dollar supporting, slavery serf is that you wake up beyond the 4 blocks that's told to you or controlled to you, and that you get a understanding or an overstanding why you should use alternative currency as opposed to relying on debt dollars. Because I guarantee what's going to happen is most of those sheep will die with the dollar. It's just that simple. If you don't want to be in that, then pay attention to world economics. Pay attention to the things that are changing within our global economy, and then utilize a higher form of money that is not a part of any centralized control, and that's why it is called decentralized money.